Hi Sebastian, my name is Christina. Terry spoke with Nicole earlier and thought that you might be interested in this video to talk about what your website's doing for you on the internet and just some things that you can do to start setting your company above your competition. So we're going to talk about three things: content, citations, and backlinks. And everything that I go over in this video are things that you guys can do yourself without ever hiring anybody. The only thing that I ask is if you wouldn't mind just giving me some feedback on the video, either by calling me at 816-323-4100 or emailing me back with this email. Just let me know. I send a lot of these out to people, and I just want to make sure that, the value's there and it's not wasting people's time. So jumping right into it, the three things we're going to talk about are content. Currently, your website is sitting at about 500 words of content, if that. And what you want to do is, content is king in Google's eyes. So the more content that you have on your front page, usually the better speaking. Obviously, you don't want to have a bunch of stuff that makes no sense. It has to be specific to what sets your company, above others. But also make sure that you've got some keywords built into your content. So what I mean by a keyword is, like, if somebody searches for your service and they look up tree service Boston, Massachusetts, since it says that you guys service Boston to the North Massachusetts border. So tree service Boston, Massachusetts, just written just like this, tree service Boston, MA. That gets 140 searches a month, so that's 140 potential customers that you're missing out on by not being on the front page of Google. So to get to the front page of Google, you'll want to increase the amount of content on your page. Now, if you look at your competitors, the #1 spot organically belongs to Arbor Way Tree Care, and it looks like they've been around forever, and so that's part of the reason why they're at the top, because they actually don't have much more content than you do. Their content's about the same. So they are beating you off of backlinks, which I'll show you here in just a second. But just by increasing your content and then building in those keywords, that could be enough to set you above them, because they're really not doing that great of a job as far as like why they're on the top. So it's just because they haven't had any competitors take them out yet. So you could do that really easily. The next visible section I want to talk about are citations and the Google Map Pack. So the Google Map Pack, as you know, is where you have a Google My Business, and you can get listed at the top here. You'll notice that Arbor Tree Care is not in the top 3. So you could be ranked differently here than you are down here. Now you have to show up for that keyword somewhere, but you could be on the 10th page and still be in the top 3 of the map pack. And a lot of people, today's day and age, we're pretty instant gratification oriented. So sometimes people won't go past this when they're searching for a service, because they can see, 1, that it's a local company, they can see how close it is to them, but 2, they can see the reviews. And obviously, we care about word of mouth. So if somebody has really bad reviews, chances are you're not going to pick their service over somebody that has good reviews, right? So how you get listed in the map pack is by getting citations. And what a citation is where you have the business name, address, and phone number listed into different directories. And a directory is something like Yelp, Yellow Pages, CityStar, Thumbtack, etc. And you want to get listed into tons, like 50, 80, 100, 200. It just depends on how many your competitors are doing. So if you start adding citations and you give it a couple weeks and watch yourself go up the map pack, if you're not beating them, then that means you don't have enough. So just keep adding more and more citations. There's tons of them out there, tons of different directories out there that you could find. And the last thing that I want to talk about are backlinks. And what a backlink is we call it link juice, and it simply works like Site A points to Site B. Site A is the link juice that gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes, like a popularity contest. So generally speaking, the more sites that you have pointing to your website, the more popular you are, the higher you're going to be ranked on Google. And that being said, they're more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post about when to get your tree removed, how to tell if it's completely dead versus maybe it just needs trimmed, A blog post about that's educating the public is going to bring you a lot more authority and effectiveness than a blog post about pizza, because you don't sling pizzas for a living. So you want to make sure it specifically has to do with tree services, or, I saw that you guys do crane services as well. So whichever, just make sure that it's relevant to what you guys are doing. So this tool I'm going to show you that you can go out and get yourself, it's called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. It's about $100 a month. It's a monthly subscription, but it really gives a good breakdown of what your website's doing. And right now you guys have 38 referring domains with 741 backlinks. So I just did a side-by-side comparison with Arbor Way Tree. Remember, they're in that #1 organic spot. They have 38 referring domains with over 1,000 backlinks. So you definitely want to beat them out in the number of backlinks. But I can definitely tell that they've got some spammy backlinks here, because there's so many of them and really not that many referring domains. So same as you guys, you actually have the same amount of referring domains, but you want this number to be closer to a 1-to-1 ratio. And let me show you. This tool does a really good job of breaking down sites. So I noticed right here, 478 of your backlinks are just coming from Yellow Pages. Now, obviously we know Yellow Pages isn't spammy, but the problem is that you only get the power from that website once. So yes, it looks like you have 478 backlinks, but you really only get this 90 power one time. So pretty much you need to mentally subtract that 478 from this amount of backlinks, because it's really only, well, 477, because obviously you're getting one solid backlink from it. The cool thing about this tool is that you can go in and click Arbor Waitree and see where are they getting their backlinks, and you can go after the same one. See, same thing. They have 756 just coming from this one. So like I said, they're really not doing a great job. It would be really easy to beat these guys out. Just a little time consuming. So in closing, we talked about content, getting your website, getting up to that 1,000 to 1,500 words on your front page would be the most important thing you need to do. And then making sure that you've got some keywords built into there, like tree service, Boston, MA, however somebody's going to search it. The second thing is citations, getting listed to those different directories. Just keep listing yourself into those different directories until you overtake your competition in the map pack. And then 3, backlinks, making sure that you're getting relative sites linking back to you. Those citations are going to count as a backlink, but blog posts bring a lot more power than a citation. So definitely go after some blog posts too. If you have any questions about this, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Again, it's 816-323-4100. My name's Christina, and thanks for watching my video.